All right. Hey, Fur, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well and looking forward to doing some more reviews. But before we get going, let's take a look at what we got, where we are in terms of numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me go and share my window, which is right here. Okay. So we are at 688. Woohoo! Nice.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
2 days. I think people that have been working on their pieces are finally ready to bring them on joint. So yeah, I should expect. I am thinking we'll cross 700, close to 1K. Let's see where we're at in 2 days.
Yeah. Um, I'm actually indifferent about the number. I'm more excited about the quality of the artworks. For me, the fact that so many artists created so many amazing artworks in such a short amount of time, really um, makes me very happy. There's nothing else I can say about it. It just makes me super happy. All
I
right,
agree with
so
you.
let's tell people what is going on here. So this is uh, me, Fur, and I. What we are doing is we are doing live reviews of your artworks that you've submitted to the Vitruveo open call. So let me go ahead and put uh, the URL here in case you have not yet done it. You still have a couple days. What do we have here? 2 days, 1 hours left to submit. But you can go to vitru.xyz, which is and slash sign up, which is the join page. This is it. Just sign in there and upload your artwork. It must be new, unminted artwork. So by new, it doesn't mean you have to create it from scratch. It just means it has to be something that has not been previously listed on any marketplace. All right. So that's kind of important. But if you are interested in having your art reviewed by this crack team of two highly trained professional, actually only one is highly trained, and that is not me. Uh, these, if you want to have your artwork reviewed, then all you got to do is go to Twitter, go to my account or Fur's account, either one, and you'll see the live stream and just put a reply in there with with a link to your artwork. We'll find it and we'll review it. So all right. So I think I will be the. I think I will refer the first one to you for. Oh, looks like our curators have been hard at work. Yeah, I see
Yeah.
shortlisted by. So nice,
And
nice,
it's cool,
nice.
like this is something that the public doesn't see. So you see it because you're part of the admin.
Am I not supposed to show them that yet?
No, that's fine. That's fine. It's just it's a peek that people can have it how it's going. So the curators have been busy, and it's interesting. I had one curator saying that she found out that me and Odyssey have very similar taste. We shortlist the same pieces. It's really funny, but yeah, we have
Nice.
some pieces that have been shortlisted by all curators. So those are cool.
Wow, great. This is amazing. All right, so I will. Let's pick this piece. This is an interesting piece for me. This piece by Free Clan Mama. So let me go and first see if Free Clan Mama is available online. And if they are, then maybe they can hop on here. So that's one thing we're doing also is if people are online, then they can come and join our stream and talk about their artwork. So we haven't done it very well previously, where we put the link and they show up a little later. So maybe we need to optimize a bit this time. But let's get started at least and get Freakland Mama up here, and if they are there, um,
I see
you
Johnny has a comment because I'm getting notifications here on my phone. I don't have the two screens here. I actually have two screens on the other table, but I keep sitting on my laptop here at the kitchen table. So I should really optimize my situation with the extra screen. I have two people that I think that are ready to.
Oh, they are
Yeah,
ready to come on online. All
I
right, so
think
then let's do this. Let's give. We'll come back to Serenity by Freakland Mama. Let's give them some time to see if they hop on. But if someone is ready, then let's invite them to the stream and then review their work.
I see
Um,
Johnny and I see Soto. Both of those, I know that they have been waiting for this.
oh, okay. So which one is it?
um, well, let me see.
And are you inviting them to the stream,
No,
or am I doing that?
you have to do that. I don't have the invitation.
Ah, okay. I need to know who they are.
They're in the comments.
Oh, I
They
only
should.
see. I
I
don't
mean,
see
right.
anyone in the comments here.
Okay, I see Johnny. Oh, you know what? I'm going to tag you here because I think it shows different in
Is it
our.
in your comments in
Yes,
your Twitter?
yes.
Ah, okay, I'm looking at my Twitter. That's why I'm not looking at yours. Okay, I can open your Twitter also. That's fine, not a problem. Let me do
I
that.
tagged you in the comments, so you find Johnny.
Oh, okay, cool. There we go. Johnny Boy Art. All right, cool. Johnny
Yeah.
Boy Art. Uh, let's go ahead and paste a
Oh,
StreamYard link
right in the middle,
for you, and then uh, what is his artwork?
right in the middle of the screen. Oh, you just went past it.
This
Yeah,
one.
it's my brother's keeper. Yes.
All right, cool. Nice, nice, nice. All right, we'll wait for Johnny Boy to come up here. Wow, this is a
It's powerful.
very interesting piece of work. It looks like the same photo from two different 180 degrees, right? Like two different positions,
Yeah,
uh, and
it's
then merged or something, or is it two different people? I
it's
can't tell.
people, two different people.
Oh, it's
And
two different people.
yes, and I'd
Okay.
like to hear from Johnny because I believe he uses AI. I'm not 100% sure, but his pieces are always they always have a message. So it is he always has a point. It's not only for the looks of it, and this one is it's a very interesting and very up to date. It's something related to a current situation with war,
Yeah.
and he has a very strong message. So I like how he's developed this one. Let's see if he
All right.
manages
So I'll read off this description while we wait for him.
Okay,
My
great.
brother's keeper. Muslims and Jews both worship the same God, but each think they are the full and true revelation of His glory. Locked in conflict, they paint the Holy Land red with blood, leaving the God of both Muhammad and Moses to ask each of his sons, why are you not your brother's keeper? Oh my God, that is deep. That is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, he's good. He's good.
Johnny boy, you need to come up here and explain yourself. Uh, you have some explaining to do. This is amazing. Very, very, very awesome. Look at that blood shed, and yeah, my brother's keeper. I love it. I love the sentiment there. I love the thing. You're gonna do the review, but we'll wait for Johnny. Who's the other person, so I can go ahead and send them.
Soto is one of our booster artists. So I'm not sure where he comments. He's John is asking how does he speak. You have to join the
I have DM'd him the stream.
check your DM, Johnny.
Okay, who's the next person? Let's get them on.
One is Soto. I'm trying to find where he comments because he did say that I got a notification. I can't tell where,
Okay,
but it's SOTT. Like
Johnny boy art, we are waiting for you. Please come on. Um, I don't see any notifications for the next person.
Not sure how to get on to speak. Um, Johnny, check your DM. There's a link to join the stream. And
What
then,
you're saying? It's so something. Oh, here we go. Here's Johnny.
oh, okay, great.
It's
And hey, how's it going?
not bad. I'm not old. I'm 45, but it seems like technology is always like my Achilles heel. I was like, how do I get on? I
Well,
just
we're
saw the
glad to
link.
have you. Glad to have you. I'm Nick. This is Fur, and
Yeah,
you
great
have
to
an
meet you guys
amazing
in
work of
person.
art here.
Thank you very much. I'm really happy you guys popped it on the screen there. Yeah, it's well, I mean, it's obviously current, right, with everything going on in the Middle East. I mean, and it's an old feud, right? I mean, I have Muslim friends, I have Jewish friends. Like I live in Canada. They work in the same building. People get along, but they all have ties and roots to, like, to the Holy Land, to the Middle East. They have family over there, and like they have their opinions, and the news, the media, it's so hard to parse like the information, know what's accurate, what's not accurate, what's biased. There's so much, like, information coming in, and yeah, I want to make a political piece, but not necessarily like, I didn't want to teach a lesson, because I'm an outsider. Like I'm not Jewish or Muslim, and I see it from an outsider's point of view, right? So I'm just kind of absorbing information, and I thought this piece was relevant because the irony and what's sad about the whole thing is that yeah, they have so many, their religions are rooted from so many of the same places, right? Like, and historically, like Christians, Jews, and Muslims, they essentially pray to the same God, the same complex kind of like omnipotent God, and but yet there's so many divisions, and I'm just, this piece is basically kind of like seeing it maybe from God's eyes, where he just doesn't understand why his children just don't get along. I know it's a complicated situation. I don't want to oversimplify it, but this piece kind of, it kind of shows that, and it's very subtle. Like the guy on the right has some light blue, and that represents Judaism, and on the other side, it's kind of like the checkered Palestinian. It's just subtle. It's in his clothes,
Mm,
because I just wanted
yeah,
it to be kind of
yeah.
reflected, because it could represent another conflict too. People see what they want to see in it, but at the end of the day, it's just a piece about unity, and like just the craziness of war, especially when people have more in common that they have, than the things that separate them.
Yeah, it's amazing, Johnny. And I'll say, like, your work's great. I'm very familiar with your work, and I think, the way that you represented this, it's very powerful, super intense, and I love the message. It's amazing, and aesthetically speaking, it's very well done as well. I think, like the way that you have this composition, the combination of colors, everything, like it really works. It's well done.
Thanks for the feedback. I really appreciate it.
I'm a huge fan of textured work, as I have been on the record as saying, and the texture of the blood here, it runs thick, very deep, and almost it's both an emotional and a provocative kind of thing, there. So yeah, I love it, and I like how the expressions are almost dispassionate, you know
Yes.
uh, it's but the passions run so high and so it's rather ironic, right? Very good. And
And that's kind of like how that conflict is, right? At the same time, it's been going on for so long, and there's so much animosity that I think there is a detachment, and it's probably hard for both sides to see each other as parallels and equal partners in their journey. But they, like they've been locked in this for so long that there probably is a kind of like a disconnect. So even though they're so close, they're both looking in opposite directions. So that the peace process is also fragile, right? And now even more so, like going forward. So, and when you make a piece like this, you never know how it's going to be well received, because it's so emotionally charged. But I really appreciate the feedback.
yeah, I gotta find where you posted this on Twitter so I can repost it. But meanwhile, I would love to know more about the technique.
Yeah, it's kind of like a weird process that I'm trying to make my own, and kind of, because my style is just political. I kind of like, I keep jumping from medium to medium, but I want to kind of solidify and choose kind of a direction. And this is a mixture of, it's a true multimedia piece. I mean, the some of the pieces are from photographs, some of it is from AI. And then what I do is I print it on colored paper, and then I paint on top of it. And then I reprint on top of the paint. And then I paint on top of it again until I get this kind of multi-layer. I have to keep it thin because the print heads, it's like an Epson printer, and the print heads can just like completely scrape off the paint if I make it too thick. So I print it on cardstock, and I kind of go through this process, and it's kind of half blind because I don't really have registration when I do it. But yeah, it's kind of just like a mixture of physical, digital, AI, and photography. So it's kind of like the whole package. And I feel like NFTs and the whole journey has kind of brought me, kind of focused everything into like the best of every world. And this is the style that I'm trying. I don't have a name for it, but I don't know, paint on print or print on paint. It's one or the other,
Yeah.
but I'll coin something.
It's pretty versatile and very, very innovative for sure. So where are you? What part of the world are you in?
I'm in Montreal in Canada.
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
I'm an early riser, so I was actually about to hit the sack. It's 10:30, and I saw the DM from Fair, and I was like, okay, I'll get on. I told my wife, go to bed. I'll just be a minute.
Well, we won't keep you very long, but I would love to know more about your journey as an artist to date.
Well, basically, I did the commercial. Like I'm classically trained. I took an illustration. I went to college to learn illustration in Montreal. There's a good school. And I got out, and I didn't go the fine art route. I really went commercial. So I do product development. Like I work for a company that imports like giftware from Asia. So it's like a wholesaler. So I develop like mugs, like this thing. It's a creative job. I'm the art director. I run a studio, but it's kind of like as far as like real originality, it's kind of like mundane and repetitive. You know, like I enjoy my job, but it's not super creative. And then when NFTs came around, and I thought I could maybe bypass the whole like getting an agent and trying to get into galleries and doing the traditional route, I felt like I had an opportunity to just kind of bypass that and see if I could still kind of just create art that people liked. So I just tried to keep it simple. I didn't know where I was going exactly, but I'm just kind of going out there every day. Like my heart's in politics. I really absorb a lot of news. So a lot of my pieces are political, but and there seems to be, I don't know, there seems to be fewer in the NFT space because maybe it's hard to market. Like there's a few guys who do it and they're known for it, like Beeple or whatever, but then a lot of other people, they do it. And I think a lot of people shy away from it. So I have some collections that are kind of softer at the palate. They're always political. They always have a social commentary. I just can't help it. But they're more easygoing. They're more subtle. Those sell well. Same thing on Tezos. Yeah. But I have some straight, like Ferris seen some of the pieces, straight political pieces that are like right in your face and they ruffle feathers. And, I go out there and I do it. And some people really, they either love it, they're polarizing. That's what politics are. People either love them or completely hate them. So that's why I'm saying, like, I tread very lightly. It's like a balancing act, right? Like a piece like this, like I'm trying to find my spot here, and it's tricky. It's tricky because you're advertising it. You want it to be something that people want to put in their houses. But then if it's a really politically charged piece, like you need a good pair of balls to buy a piece like that and hang it. Like, sorry the expression, but not everybody wants something that's super charged hanging on a screen in their house. So yeah, it's kind of like a love-hate relationship. I love creating these, and then every time I put them up, I'm like, how's this going to be received? But I do it. And,
I love that. I absolutely love that attitude. One of the things that I crave desperately in this space is artists calling truth to power, because throughout history, it's been art that has changed the world. And with Vitruveo, that's our mission, actually, to give artists that freedom to speak out. Because I know a lot of artists, given if you were to remove the sort of burden of having to commercialize and make money to pay the rent, I think we would be seeing a lot more variety of more powerful artistic statement. than the timid stuff, as you expressed it, kind of. People
Yeah, and
are really walking on eggshells, basically.
And I think the platform you're designing, I've been sitting in a lot of your spaces where you explain it. I think you're going to create that forum where people, they're going to reveal their true selves, like without sounding cheesy about it. But yeah, I think everybody has that lying right underneath their skin, like under the shell, and they're just they're showing it in peaks, right? Because artists are dying to reveal what they really want to reveal. But yeah, it's like an extra hurdle, right? When you're trying to be marketable. I mean, like,
we will allow people to have that freedom and unleash it. You said something earlier that made me think that we are going to be spending a lot of time picking your brain, because we are creating this product, essentially family, called Vitru Things, where our goal is to allow personalized everything beyond just the cheesy like mugs and hats and all that. We want to allow more consumer centric products to, at the point of checkout, choose artwork and have it shipped to your home. Very much sort of where the artist has custom created that work for that type of consumer product. So I would love to, as an art director, would love to pick your brain a little bit and hear about what some of the opportunities and challenges are in that space. And we are doing the sneaker experiment. I realize you have to go soon.
I was just, my wife gave me the little, I was waving at her. She gave me the, I'm going to bed look.
Okay. All right, cool.
For sure.
I'd love to pick your brain.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been in that field for 20 years. So if ever you want to talk shop, I'm up for that.
That's great. One of the things that we personally are both of us interested in doing, Fur and I, is steer the conversation more towards art. Not talking about who's got what on sale and how many editions and all that, but talk deeply about the art and the artistic process, etc. I don't think we have enough of that in the Web3 space, and I think we can do more of that.
You're right. And I think that's something that I know you'd asked recently what their main problem was. And often it's visibility is the one that comes up, but it's also just the time management of like the ratio of creating versus promoting.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I mean, literally, like to be seen, it sucks up like easily 60% of your time. So you're left with 40% to create and 60 to advertise. And I think some people, the ratio might even be more extreme in an unfavorable way. So
I think it's more like 80-20.
No, you're probably right. Yeah. So, and people have to be mindful of it. And a lot of artists, as much as you have that cliche of the super extroverted artist, that they always portray in movies, the ridiculous type that's drinking martinis and they're super cocky. Most artists are like, they struggle with like promoting themselves. It's always the same people speaking in spaces, and it's always the same people. Like some people literally just, they like things and they say good night and good morning and they don't interact. So, because I think a lot of them are introverts, and their genius is it's just buried under all those hurdles they have to do to promote themselves.
Well, we'll work hard to give them the right opportunities so they can focus on their creativity, because this world needs it desperately. Yeah,
I agree.
But getting back to your artwork again, this is an amazing piece. It's so worthy of our Genesis. So thank you. It is indeed an honor for us to have this. So we are very, very grateful, Johnny. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate the time, and I really like what you guys are doing with this whole project.
All right. Well, we'll let you get to sleep so you can start your day off early there. Thank you very much. And we'll catch you again sometime.
All right. I'm going to hang out to see the reviews of the other things, though.
All right, great. Yeah, you can even, if you would like to stay on camera and also review some of the other stuff, you're more than welcome to.
I appreciate it, but I'm gonna hide my face, and I'm just gonna be a silent partner in the back.
All right. So we'll do that. Okay.
Right, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Johnny.
All right. Who's up next here, Per?
We had Soto. Like I'm just pointing out people that previously asked to be reviewed.
Yeah, so is Soso's handle what? Soto.
Soto. Let me see. Soto, where is it? And because he did comment, I saw the notification pop to me somewhere.
So it's on your thread. Can you tag
I
me or
don't know.
something on it?
I'm trying to find it. Um, I know his. I'll give you his handle. It's SOTTOGABOR. I
S
have
O
no
T
idea
T
where he.
O G. Oh, there we are. Soto. Oh, yeah. So this is one of
The
the
poster artist. Yeah.
booster artists also. All right, cool. So let me uh, let me give them the link here and see. Sorry, guys, to type out a message to him. Um, yeah. All right, that's sent. So what is his artwork? Let's find it here.
I don't know. We have to think. Maybe search there and see if the name shows.
There you go. Found it. Omega.
Cool.
Omega rules from within the darkness. He evokes a sense of cosmic power and existential dominance. We're seeing some amazing artworks here.
I
This
love
is this is
the ancient.
phenomenal.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll wait and see if you said he pinged you right now, so that means he's online. Yeah,
He did.
and maybe
Yes.
he.
He did. I don't know where. I honestly the phone beeps and I'm like, I don't know if it was a DM. I don't know if it was a comment
Yeah.
somewhere or what thread.
Well,
Um,
Soto, we're gonna review your artwork. If you are online and can hop on here, we would absolutely love to have your company and talk about this amazing artwork here. Wow. Very, very cool. I like it very much. One of the things that we are seeing, because we didn't put any constraints, is artists really saying, what is their passion, and really replying with artworks that they're just passionate about, which is, I think, the key to bringing out the best in people, is let them follow whatever their heart says, their heart's desire. So, yeah, we got some people here in the audience. Let's see. Shizzle says, "May there be peace and love in this world." I couldn't agree more. And yeah, and Johnny's artwork is exactly about that. So, yeah, Shadow X says, "I love this." Yes, we we love doing this. Also, it's a lot of fun. Biz, let's go. Biz, I gotta talk to you sometime. We've only chatted in comments, but I've never actually. I don't believe I have spoken to you in IRL. So gotta talk sometime here. All right. Let's see. I am not seeing a response yet from Soto, but maybe we can start reviewing his work. I'll put it on here a full screen, and maybe if he hops on, then he can talk a little bit more about technique, etc. But all yours, Fer. Go for it.
okay, cool. So first of all, I really like this style. I'm not sure if there is like a name to it, and it's funny because like I get asked a lot like what style I do, and some people are very fast to say I'm an impressionist or I am this or that, and I would like to believe that historians are going to give a name to what we're doing today. So like whatever we say now is not really doesn't really have much power, but I think like he goes towards an expressionist style, which is something that I really like. If you look at history, there is the German expressionist, especially is highly strong on black lines and really really bold colors, and it is a school that really speaks to me. I think it has so much power in the expression. So I love the combination of colors, very well chosen. It's hard. I'll say like it's very hard to make um, complementary colors work well together, and he did good on this. Like you don't put yellow and pink close to each other unless you know what you're doing. So I think he really did great on that. And yes, and I would love to know from him what is in his mind when he does that, when he created this piece, because I see a little bit of uh, machine like, like it has like all this, it feels like bolts going around in the head. So it really, like for me, it would say that it's a mixture of, like how technology is so impregnated in our daily life that it expresses through art. The person looks a little bit sad, so I'm not sure why the person is sad. Maybe it's been taken over the machines. I don't know. But
Mm.
that's how I feel about this piece. Uh, what do you see in it?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I love how the many units, the ovals, circles, lines, are harmoniously sort of connected there, and they make a whole. To me, this looks very much like a sci-fi plus Marvel, like a Marvel sci-fi kind of situation here. It's almost like if a Marvel superhero was caught in some kind of alternate universe or something like that, and you see those graphics where the lights and lasers and all of that are continually going off. It feels like this person is gonna wake up and do that. Um, I like how there's mostly curved shapes that are used to to create things. And yeah, the color combination there, the pink and the green slash mustard, whatever is very distinct, very unique. And yeah, it could be interpreted as sadness, but it could also be sort of almost
Introspective.
analyzing a situation and trying to figure out what's going on there. So yeah, the back there, sort of, especially on the bottom left there, it's almost like a graph. It's a graph line, with the dots there. Very interesting. I don't know what the red thing moving across from top left to bottom left is. I'm having trouble interpreting what that might be. But overall, um, you know, I just think the composition and the attention to detail is amazing, and the end result is very, very harmonious.
Cool. And I just thought of something. I'm not sure if you're aware that I lived in a Buddhist temple, Tibetan Buddhist temple, for a few years. I
Yeah,
was
you mentioned that, but I didn't get all the details. Talk about that.
No, I was a resident artist, so I was invited to help put all the murals and the traditional paintings together. So I was the direct assistant of the Tibetan artist. That the temple was in Brazil, so we lived in the temple for the period that it was being built. And I remember something that he said that I thought was very interesting. Whenever we were painting, like he would mix the colors, and he would always pick up black and put a dot of black in the mixture, and he would say, I'm killing the ego of the color. And now that I'm looking at this, like you can create harmony by putting like you just put a touch of black that will dull the vibrancy in a little bit. It's just enough for it to not be so crazy. And I look at this painting and I feel like it has that little touch of black that
Mm.
just makes them all come together.
It just takes down the brightness a notch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Very interesting. That's great. All right. So that was Soto Gabor's Omega. Um, Omega rules from within the darkness. He evokes a sense of cosmic power and existential dominance. Well done here. All right. Let's continue here and look at some of the other artworks. Um, I want to actually scroll through a few of them, and give give people a chance to look at these. I mean, like, look at this animation here. It's like morphing. Oh my gosh, we gotta look at that one for sure. It's incredible. Oh wow. We'll come back to that one here in a moment. But wow, we've got some amazing works here. Inner Voice, Prisma's Aspirations. These are some extremely high quality artworks, and I would love to spend more time with artists, and really get to know about the techniques they used, etc. A phoenix. This is your bailiwick there. A phoenix.
Like people are aware that I am obsessed with the phoenix. I actually got 3 pieces done for me with a phoenix.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's cool.
but
Yeah. Uh, Aris says, sorry, Nick is trying to reach him. That's no problem. There will be many other opportunities as we do this here. But I am, I don't know how much and how often I can do this, but I'll keep doing it. I am grateful. I'm eternally grateful to every artist who has poured their heart and soul and created these amazing artworks for our blockchain Genesis. This is beautiful. We want to change the world. We want to make it better for artists, and there's no better way to do it than to make a statement, with these amazing works of art. So, from the bottom of my heart, all of you artists, thank you, very very grateful. Wow. I haven't like they've been uploading them quite a bit in the past 2 days. As we are approaching deadline, people are uploading, and I haven't had a chance to actually spend time scrolling through some of these here. And oh wow, look at that one, the lady in white with the head down there. Wow, 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 wow. Um, these are exquisite.
oh, we got some outstanding quality. I am super honored. And it is actually really sweet because I get approached by some of the artists, and they're so dedicated. They're so excited to be on Genesis with us. I think it's a big deal. I'm super happy.
I feel it is a big deal, and I think when people will look back, they will look at these pieces as being extremely rare and extremely important in the history of Web3 art. So this is these are amazing. Wow, that one looks like you could have done that one. Spiritual
Yeah.
ascension. Wow, Marilyn with an iPhone. That is cool. I love that. That's great. Ooh, this is so simple and so beautiful. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it has a touch of animation. It's really cute.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is great. All right. I feel like yeah, I'll scroll through these some more, and we'll continue doing it. But I do want you to take a look at the morphing one that caught my eye. Right. Oh my gosh! Look at this one here. Wow. I feel like I need to, and we will make a gallery of these where
Hmm.
they're already blown up a bit, and so people can look at them. That Eiffel Tower looks gorgeous. A lot of them are animated, which is amazing.
Yes.
That's fitting. That's very fitting for the digital medium here. One of the things, as you know, Afar, we are working on right now is with sort of sizes, etc. And it's interesting for me to see how the variety of sizes that artists are creating, which is fine for this. But what we want to do is bring some standards into the mix here, so that people's artwork looks amazing on standard televisions or standard displays like the one you have behind you. So we wanna bring a little bit of order into it without constraining people too much, but having standards is important, because then it makes your work look amazing, because there's nothing worse than an amazing work but then having black bars
Yes.
because it's the wrong aspect ratio for a certain device. uh, wow, wow, wow. You guys have definitely outdone yourselves. Yeah, all right, so we'll come back and scroll some more through these, but right now I want to go and look at this work here. Let's find out who's done it and see if they happen to be online. We'll invite them on here. Where is it? It's this one, isn't it?
I think it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Because
is. All right,
that's
all right. It is this one. This is by Johannen Johan Ikist. Okay, let me go find you on Twitter. Johanna. Okay, Johanna or Johan. All right. I hope I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Johanna. Let's find you and get you on here. Meanwhile, we will enjoy your amazing artwork here. It's probably Joanne. Oh, it's Joanna. Joanna Nyquist. So sorry, I completely butchered your name. I'm very sorry about that. I'm going to invite you right now, and let's see if you can make it. Then it will be amazing. And then we're going to talk about your artwork here a little bit. Uh, okay. All right. So I've sent them a message. Uh, my submission for Made by the Girls by Powered by. This says, oh, wait. Looks like Madam Butterfly, animated AI artwork with original AI sound. Ooh, this sound here. Wow. I don't even know how you go about doing that on AI. That's so cool that it morphs like that.
It's very cool. I haven't seen AI doing this. I've seen a lot of AI animation, but I haven't seen anyone doing this morphing transitions. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You know, when I experimented with AI and I did this video as a Zoom video, I used a tool that interpolates the frames. You know, it puts the frames in between and does
Mhm.
that transition for you. But I tell you, it was not easy. You know, and this look makes it look like so smooth and like child's play. You know,
Yeah.
it like literally just blends in beautifully. And I know it was very hard work, and I could barely get it right. Um, so I've messaged them. I don't know if they'll join, but maybe you can start reviewing it.
Yeah. Okay, so I see a lot of peacock reference and butterflies. So, both of those, I think for me, like they mean transformation. And I think that that's a very, very nice, combination of symbols to represent that. I think that that's the meaning behind on this is transformation. I love the colors. I think they're very, very well chosen, and I'm mesmerized by it. I can't even, like I keep looking at it. It's hard to think because I'm just drawn
Yeah.
to the shape shifting of the whole thing. Um, yeah, like what do you see here?
Well, I'll just go super basic and say I'm just mesmerized by the colors and the morphing. You know, I can't speak to technique and all that, but I just say that, you know, the use of this color is amazing. So many colors, so vibrant, so beautiful. This is although, you know, the expressions on the women are kind of, you know, somber. To me, the colors makes it joyful almost. So it's a contrast with the expressions and the colorfulness, and you know, the butterflies, the peacocks, the flowers, etc. It's a very it's like almost being having a garden on my screen here, you know, a beautiful flower garden right there on the screen. But I'm definitely drawn to the animations. This would I would love to have something like this, you know, on my wall in my living room, and with TrueStream, we'll make that happen. So this is amazing. Well done, well done, Joanna. If I have not butchered your name again, I'm so sorry about that. But your artwork is amazing, fantastic, and thank you so much for submitting it for our Vitruveo Genesis. Appreciate that very much. All right, your turn. Your turn to pick something.
Okay. Hmm. Wait up. There is one up a little bit. This nature always wins.
Oh, this one here in the middle.
Yes.
All right. Toma. Let me go and find them first and message them. We'll follow them also. Okay. Um, there we go. Toma Art. Let's invite. Yeah, I think if you broadcast ahead of time which ones we're going to review, we are more likely
To get the artists, yeah.
Okay. Um, I have messaged them. Let's read this description. Nature always wins. Despite the human will, it will always be impossible to overcome the force of nature, resistant to change, and inescapable when compared to human beings. Metaphorically, though, the work is also an invitation not to give up, to try to stand against all the difficulties and adverse forces, like a tree growing in the sand and devastation. Wow. All right. This is deep. Um, yeah, a tree, a vibrant, lush green tree growing in sand. So you don't see that. What you do see is thorny trees, not like this, and the sand has overtaken the home. Yeah, I like how this is basically an adverse situation, and it's been taken over, but the nature is thriving there. Uh, I don't know if you can see it, but there's subtle animation there. There are these white uh, things floating across, and there's a very subtle animation. I don't know what to make of the structure in the front. You can't probably see it because of the banner. But let's kill the banner so we can see that. How do I do that? Here we go. So yeah, this structure here, I don't know what that is.
Uh,
It's
I
almost
I used to have one of those. Those are you put water in them and you hang them, and they
ah,
reflect, and they it's like a prisma. It reflects light,
okay,
creates.
cool, very cool. Right. So what I love about this is the attention to detail around the plaster, and the metal wire that is inside any kind of plaster wall
Mhm.
or stucco. Um, that how I don't know how they got this. This is probably AI, right? Um,
I'm thinking so. I'm not 100%. It's so hard to tell nowadays, but yeah,
yeah, I mean it's got to be if it isn't just pure AI, it's a combination where there's a photograph and then
could
some
be a photo
AI
composition.
overlaid on it with the sand and the tree. But yeah, the message of, like, even in adversity you can thrive. Just don't give up, kind of, is what I'm reading from it. How about you? What are you seeing?
I think it's beautiful, and it is interesting because like this piece caught my eye immediately, and there is another artist, and that's why I'm not as 100% certain it's actually AI. But there is another artist that I collected an edition, and she has this piece that is also like a DK home, and it has sand coming through. Very very similar style of location, but hers is definitely a photograph because like I spoke to the artist before. So this one, like I'm thinking, I'm more inclined to believe that is a photo composition, not so much pure AI, but it could have AI elements. But I
Hmm.
love the I have a thing for structures like in decayed state. So like I love going to a building that is mostly damaged and see the beauty in it, because I think it shows not only history but it shows that something like bigger happened there, because it's you see the past when you're looking at it. And I find it beautiful aesthetically as well. Like, it may sound very strange, but I think it shows so many like nuances on details. Like, if you look at the cracks on that wall, I find them so interesting. I had a teacher that once told me, like, you're going to draw this plain wall, and the students, I remember, they looked at it and said, like, but there's nothing there. They were expecting that there was like going to be like a picture hanging or something. And then the teacher was like, are you looking at the details? The wall may look blank, like nothing is in there, but there's always, like a crack. There's always like a tiny detail that people don't pay attention to. And those, in a situation like this, they're stronger. It's easier to notice them. But I don't know. It just speaks to me. I love the combination of the colors as well, the way the light's hitting the room. I find it interesting, interestingly beautiful.
Yes, it is. And I just realized that like the windows on the right, the full height windows, window panes there. Oh, I guess those might be doors, but they are letting the sunlight in. So it's almost like a breath of fresh air. The sunlight is something new and hopeful. Yeah, but I agree with you. The texture on the walls is just amazing. Even the ceiling, like
Yes.
there's texture there and a pattern and all, and the cracks, etc. So well done, Tama. This is very, very good. All right, let's move on to our next artwork. And now I get to pick one. Uh, let's see. I will. I will pick. There's so many that are interesting here. Um, I want to. I want to catch something that is sort of different that we may not have. Ooh, look at this one here. I like this one. Looks interesting. It looks like a collage or something.
Yeah.
Submitted by Lady Noir. All right, this is definitely something I'd like to. So let me see if I can find Lady Noir. Lady Noir, if you're listening, watch your DMs, please. There is a message coming your way, and there they are. All right, let's follow. This is very interesting artwork here, and invite them. We've messaged them. This says Hotline Bling by Lady Noir NFT. Well, I like it. Very, very interesting piece here. Makes you think, for sure.
Mm.
So, do we want to just start reviewing, or we want to wait a little bit for them to come on?
Yeah, I think we can start, and if they're online, yeah, we'll get them the opportunity to talk about it, not just us talking about it.
Yeah.
I think it's very interesting. It's a mix of pinup with collage, and I love the system message, truth denied. I can't quite understand the mouth with the tongue out on the eye. So
There's Rolling Stones.
no, it is Rolling Stones, but why is that in the eye? Like, I'm trying to understand if there's something behind there. It's just like statically speaking, kind of like in the surreal sense.
Oh,
Uh,
it makes you think. It makes you think, right? And then it means it did its job as an artwork. It makes you think, like, whoa, what is that? Yeah.
and then you have all those kisses on the background, like the lipstick.
And is
And
that smoke coming out of the hair?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Nice.
Oh, like
Wow.
have you ever seen like videos like of accidents of women like doing their hair and they have like the straightener and it's too strong and then it pulls out and
Catches
the
fire?
hair comes off.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'm looking at that smoke and I'm thinking, like she's trying to do her hair, be all nice, but then something's not it's not coming out properly. But yeah, it's a very interesting piece. And the mouth has like a drip of something
gold
coming
paint.
out. Yeah, gold paint.
It's like James Bond, Goldfinger. you know. Uh, wow.
I also noticed like the eye on the Playboy, on top of the face of the model. So that's
I found that the most interesting of this artwork, because if you think about a Playboy model,
yeah,
every eye, every male eye, and maybe many female eyes are on them, scrutinizing them so much. And it's very interesting to have that giant eye look back at you. It's kind of almost, it's
love,
a bit freaky. So, but it's cool. I love it. I love the statement it's making. It's like, I'm looking at you. I'm the Playboy bunny, and I'm looking at you.
love it, love it. Great observation. Really good read of it. Yeah, and I'm trying to think, of what is the truth that has been denied. You know, is it on the aesthetics, like beauty not being, like, the standard accepted? It's Yeah, it
Yeah, it
makes
could be not willing to settle for standards or whatever. But yeah, very interesting. Um, the eye is totally different. The mouth is obviously the Rolling Stones there. But maybe the gold is about speaking. I don't know what gold would metaphorically mean for speech though. But
uh,
overall, the thing is,
truth.
it's so many interpretations to this, and that's what makes it a very interesting art piece. Is you can interpret it in 100 different ways or more. I like the textures in the background, and I like the little classic touch of the dialogue, like Windows 95, or yeah, is that Windows 95 or maybe it's Windows XP? I don't know. Close enough, but it's a Windows
Oh my
95, Windows XP era dialogue there. It's got too much bit mapping. I think it's Windows 95.
God, truth
Um,
that you would
yeah,
actually know that.
yeah, I know my computer history. Wow. But very good job, Noir. And thank you so much for submitting this beautiful artwork to our Genesis. We are extremely honored by that and are grateful to you for doing that. This is a wonderful piece. Oh, and we didn't even mention the black and white versus like, the pink. I guess it's not pink. It's more. What is that color? I guess it's pinkish, but salmon. No.
It's oh, oh my God, like what would be it's not coral because it's
Hmm.
not red, it is not pink, but yes, it's a blush color.
Definitely well done. A lot of thought put into it, and subject to a lot of interpretation, which makes it a winning artwork in my book. All right, let's scroll through here, and your turn. Pick one. We can probably do another uh, one, maybe one or two more, and then wrap up for today.
Yeah, do you wanna check if there is any in the messages,
Oh,
like
let's see.
the
Yeah, let
comments?
me see.
Maybe someone is live and
Um, no, I don't see many people replying. I don't think. I don't think. Well, let me just repost this in case someone sees. I don't know how much Twitter or X algorithm surfaces live streams. It
yeah,
seems not much, because
it could also be the time, Nick.
no, this is a good time. Right? This is like, if I do a space right now, I know that 100 people would show up right away.
Really?
So yeah, yeah, easily.
Yeah, it's always tricky to, you know, work around the algo.
Yeah. Now, one of my challenges is I'm retweeting all the works that I see that have been submitted, and V says it's mauve, the color,
Oh.
MAUVE, mauve. Yeah. Thank you, V. Uh, One of my challenges is I hope I'm not offending any artist because I cannot possibly see every one of them and retweet. So I'm just doing it as I see them, but sometimes I don't see all of them. But yeah, so I don't see any one asking or requesting it, so we can go ahead and choose a random one.
Okay, let's pick it random. Hmm.
Vivian the Butterfly Girl AI based on photo. Oh, okay. It says it did kept coming up in my Twitter feed. All right, so it does show up in feeds, I guess.
Okay, cool.
To Marilyn.
That Marilyn is very interesting. Maybe this jar with the the simple
Hmm. Yeah,
simple.
yeah, yeah.
But let's check it out.
Own your fate, Eileen. All right, let me go see if Eileen is online. Maybe we'll get lucky and she's there. Oh, they're there. Eileen. Oh, I think. Do I know Eileen? You know what? I have met Eileen at NFT NYC. I knew the name sounded familiar. All right, cool. This would be great to have her come on here. Wonderful, wonderful person. Um, yeah, that was. I did meet them at NFT NYC. All right, so if they are online, then hopefully they will come up here. But I am drawn to the simplicity of this. It's like a whole world in a jar. So there's so much to parse in this, but you start with the jar, and then you got the scenic mountains in there. It's like almost a scene from the Pacific Northwest, going by the vegetation there. I don't know what the hand is doing there, but it's perfectly. Uh, it's almost perfect with the mountain range, right? The shape and all of that kind of stuff. So it's like the hand and the mountain range outline goes together, and it's hard to tell if it's. I'm gonna guess it's a nighttime scene as the stars are escaping and sort of flying away. It's almost like you open the jar and you let the stars fly away. And so, if you leave it long enough, what would happen to the jar? Your fate lies in your hands, waiting to be shaped by your dreams, actions, and unwavering belief in yourself. Embrace the journey and own your destiny. Wow, very nice words there. I like it. What do you see?
I see very similar to what you just said. Like how you have, if you think of yourself inside that jar and you want to be more than that, you have to open that lid and allow all those dreams. I see the stars as the dreams of what you want to be, where you want to go. So when you open that top and you allow all those to come out is when you actually see your life happening. So love it. I love the simplicity. I think it's really cool and well done.
Yeah, technically, I think the inner part of the jar, etc., is perfect. I would probably comment a little bit on the top of the jar. We could probably use a little bit, not too much work, but there. But overall, I think it's it's elegant in its simplicity. So simple, but so powerful. So well done, Eileen. And I'm glad I found your artwork here because it brought your DM up here again, and I see a message history from NFT NYC, and I can message you again and say hi, and see how you're doing. It's been a while. All right, let's do one more, and then kind of wrap it up here. Uh, just like Johnny, I also I usually wake up by 3:45 or so, and that's when I start my day. So I'll probably get another 2 hours of work done, 2 to 3 hours, and then call it a day. But we have so many deadlines this week. I have no
No,
idea how I'm gonna get things done, but I'll manage somehow. Um, I think like I haven't been tweeting a whole lot. I haven't been on Discord a whole lot, just because I don't even have, like, I barely have time for anything, and this is a welcome break. Let me tell you, being sitting here and looking at some of this art. All right, let's pick an amazing one to wrap with here. I think it's your choice, right? Or is it my choice?
I chose the last one. Yeah, your choice.
Oh, it's my choice. Oh my. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I'm gonna go with this one. Um, this is Saide, or yeah, a fairly well-known Iranian artist. So I think uh, maybe she's online. Let's see. But I'm gonna go with that one. Uh, Let me invite them. Let's see. Meanwhile, you can.
Yeah,
Uh, there's no description there, but
no description, so it's all on us to understand it or see what we want to see. Yeah, like first thing I will talk about the technique. This looks very much like a physical piece that has been scanned or photographed, and I love the. It's kind of like a traditional pen ink style, and it's beautiful. I love the lines. It's very soothing. I have a thing for wings. Some people know that they keep spamming me wings in hopes that I'll buy them. So yeah, like shouldn't have said that in public because I'll get more. But yes, I love the colors. It's a beautiful combination. It's actually interesting because those are very spiritual colors. So
hmm.
you're looking at angels with one has golden wings and the other one has purple, which is color for transformation, transcendence. And yeah, like I'm trying to understand what is with the cutting off the hair and the bird in there.
That's symbolic kind of the some of the freedom, the masa mini, as I think one of the things that people did as part of the protests, etc., was cut
Cut.
their hair, etc., in protest of having to wear the hijab. At least that's my interpretation, which could be completely wrong, and I apologize to all Iranians if that is wrong. But one of the things about this artwork that I love is it has the old print feel, the photocopy feel. Uh,
Love it too.
it's either photocopy or the old print, like really old print.
Mm.
So I love that, and I love that her eyes are not visible, but her mouth with the teeth there, it looks uh, she looks very stoic to me, and the angels there cutting off her hair are symbolic, I think, of the struggle of
Mm.
women under the Islamic Republic rule there. Uh, the colors are beautiful and elegant, The fact is that even though, like, the purple and the pink and the blue are so close together, you can still, they still stand apart very well. And the bird is a mystery to me. I'm trying to figure that out. Is what is the bird saying? Is it representing freedom? What is that bird representing? So, Saide, we'd love for you to come up here and tell us about your exquisite work.
Yeah, I think birds are always related to freedom somehow, so
Hmm.
I think it fits very much in all the rest of the interpretation on this piece. So that's what I see, at least. And yeah, it's
Yeah,
beautiful, beautiful.
I really think, I see a lot of freedom centric pieces from Iranian artists, particularly the women artists. And um to me, it's very interesting uh, how much variety there is in making similar statements, because they're all essentially talking about the same thing, freedom from this horrible tyranny.
Mm.
um, and the themes are all very common, but the variety of ways in which they are expressed are mind blowing to me. I've seen everything, from like the brain exposed with bars around it and a little bird trapped in there, to tears of blood, etc. There's a lot of that symbolism that is there. And yeah, I agree with V here. Love this and the symbolism. So right on. Yes, absolutely. Um, so uh, yeah, I don't see Saide coming on here. Let me see if there's any notifications. Don't see any, but this is good. Yeah, I love that. No matter what you post, you get a GM in the replies from people. I love. It doesn't matter what. There's always going to be a GM reply in any thread. So all right, I think with that we'll call it a night for us, at least. For the people in Asia and Middle East and everywhere else, you're all waking up and starting your day now. But we are still wrapping up our Tuesday here. But this is a phenomenal body of work here that everyone has posted. I am, again, I just can't say this enough. I'm super grateful for everyone. Let's see, we are at 687 artworks here. Uh, and, all of them have a story, and all of them have an artist behind them who um, has made a choice, a conscious choice, to stay in Web3 despite the down market. And, if I had done this, if we had done this open call a year ago, we would have gone past our goal in a matter of days, right? So that's okay. I mean, we know that there are many artists that were there and have sort of left because they couldn't sustain themselves. But that's the point of what Vitruveo is doing. We are going to create the environment that brings them all back, and it may take a little bit of time. It may take a few months to do that, but we're going to make it happen. And when that happens, I am 100% positive that we will see artists in numbers like never before. I think there will be way more than we saw even in 2021 at the peak in summer there, where it was just a big craze. But I think what will be different this time is we are going to get not just the pioneers, the ones who are like adventuring into Web3, but we'll also get more traditional artists, because we will build the rails for them to come and have a gentle journey. And also, I think um, we'll have people emphasize more on the artwork. I think that's our mission here. For we have to make sure that we help artists with this new blockchain not repeat the problems of what's happened in Ethereum and Tezos, where everything I see is centered around commerce. Yes, commerce is important. I know we are all there for that reason, but it doesn't mean we have to be in your face all the time with that. So I would love to find a space where people are just appreciating the artwork and the artist, and not you know it's not about selling so much. And I know there are spaces like that. And I love those. I love going to those. I love talking to people. I love meeting artists like that. But I feel like we can do more.
Yeah.
Like that conversation with Johnny, amazing. I loved the deep, like I learned so much in 10 to 15 minutes. My worldview of Johnny completely changed, and also I got a new way of interpreting what's happening in the Israel Hamas conflict. So, and the plight of the Palestinian people who are sort of stuck there. Uh, but yeah. Oh, so what are your closing remarks? Well, I'll just say again, thank you to all the artists. Very grateful. You still have 2 days, 2 days to join this momentous, historic, super amazing Genesis artwork opportunity. Do not miss it. You want to submit your artwork for this. I'm telling you, you really, really want to do it as an artist. Do not miss out.
Yes. Well, I want to echo what you just said, and make sure people understand our vision that the engine of the business and the commerce is something that should flow naturally, because we should have people that are focused on that actually running those engines, so the artists can focus on the art, and then we can have like good conversation. And I picture, my early days as an artist, I was one of those rebels that would be in the same vibe of people in the, like in Friends, that they would sit and talk about art, and, like the cafes with all those thoughts, like we're going to change the world and this and that. And I feel like we lost some of that because artists don't have the time to put on the creative side and actually create all those movements that actually change the world. So I'm really, really excited to provide a structure so the artist can come back to the creative side of things.
Yes, agreed. Those are wonderful last closing words. Uh, so we'll do this again. We'll keep doing it. I think it's fun for me. It's fun for the artists, etc. So, but maybe what we'll do is we'll schedule it and allow artists to sort of have a wait list. So sorry for being very spontaneous with this. Spontaneity is good. We got Johnny on here. That was great. But let's plan it a little bit, and so artists can prepare and be online, because every time artists come on here and speak, I learn something new, and it's very, very interesting. All right, so with that, we'll sign off for today. Thanks for joining our stream. And if you're watching this after the fact, please, I'll put up the banner here one more time. If you are an artist, we would love to have you submit your artwork for our Genesis. It's very easy. Go to vitru.xyz/sign up, upload a new unminted artwork, and this will be featured. This will be curated, and if selected, it'll be featured in our Genesis. And all artworks that are selected are guaranteed a sale for 100 Vitru. That's our currency. That's equivalent to $150. And 50 of these artworks will be selected for showing at Times Square in New York City. So that's fun. And we have a few other little fun sort of benefits for you also, but we'll talk about that in coming shows. But thanks a lot. Have a good day, good evening, good night, wherever you are, and dream on and dream big.
Good night.